Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing a backfill with you guys on my lovely client and hairstylist. She did request for a longer set of nails, so I'm going to be sharing the whole process from start to finish with you guys. Before we get into the video, I did promise you guys that I was going to be announcing all of the amazing giveaways for the Draw My Nail Challenge. If you missed all the details on that, make sure to watch the other video. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. For the giveaway winners, we're gonna have 3 places. So there's gonna be first, second, and third place. For the first place, the winner is going to be given $500 worth of not polished products. I am so excited for that one because Not Polish is one of my favorite companies out there. Their products are freaking amazing and I always try to recommend the best for you guys. For our second prize, it's going to be the Kiara Sky rechargeable Efile. I'm sure you guys hear me talk about it a lot on my channel. It is my go-to, my favorite. They're super cute. I absolutely love them. So what better way to give back to you guys than give you guys an amazing Efile that's going to be a really good asset to your guys' nail career. For our third prize, it's going to be the frosting gel paints from Profiles Backstage. You guys are familiar with my stuff. You will know that I love me some gel paints, and my all-time favorite from all of the ones that I've tried are the frosting gel paints from Profiles Backstage. So I'm going to be sending the third place winner both the original collection and the neon collection, along with some nail art brushes so you can start drawing and practicing some nail art. That being said, good luck to all of you guys. I'm freaking shocked of how amazing your guys' drawings have been. I'm super excited and I know it's going to be super stressful when it comes to picking the winners because you guys are all really good. Good luck to all of you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I am going to be starting off by removing my client's current design. We did do a colored acrylic with a simple Halloween set of nails, and she actually has requested a longer set of nails for today's design, which got me really excited. She has always stayed on the shorter length, doesn't get past the length she has on currently. So I'm going to be sharing all that process with you guys for today's video. So I'm starting off by removing her current design. I am using my rechargeable Efile from Kiara Sky. It is a unicorn one. I have her at a speed of about 9,000 to 10,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using their medium grit 5-in-1 bit. This is my favorite. They have tons of colors to choose from, and of course they have fine and coarse grit as well. So I am starting off by gently removing the design. I'm going to be super careful during this process. You want to continue to move around the entire surface of the nail from the bottom to the top, top to the bottom, left, right, right, left. You want to continue to move around the nail. This is going to help prevent heat spike and you will be able to quickly remove that existing acrylic. Now for my backfill process, I like to remove as much acrylic as possible. As you can see, I'm removing the black and you can still see the color that she previously had on. This is just my preference and my way of doing backfills. Of course, you can always add a clear layer as your base. I've gotten tons of questions on why I don't do that, and honestly all I can say is personal preference. I've tried it before and I just feel like my colored application does not go on as smoothly, and it also makes the nail a little bit thicker. Just my preference. I know some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but it works for me and it works well for my clients. As long as your clients are happy, I feel like any kind of process that you do is perfect. So I am just gonna go ahead and continue to remove that acrylic. Again, still have my Efile at a 9,000 to 10,000 RPMs. and I am quickly trying to remove that acrylic as best as possible. And while I'm doing so, I make sure that I remove any lifting that my client may have. And I went ahead and did the other hand off camera. I feel like once it gets a little bit repetitive, I don't want you guys to get bored with the same process over and over again. So I'm going to be prepping her natural nails at this point. Once I'm done removing that acrylic, I'm going in with my mandrel bit and a sanding band. These both are from Profiles Backstage. I have now moved my speed down to 4,000 RPMs. That is my comfortable speed for prep on the natural nail. And the sanding band is in medium grit. I am going in very gently with very light pressure and just going to gently buff off the shine from her natural nail, while also trying to remove a little bit more of that acrylic that I left behind from the backfill process. I am going to be adding tips to this set of nails, so I want to make sure that I leave little to no acrylic, especially on the tip area. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this process, and then we will be prepping the cuticle area.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. You call my bluff, I won't pick up, I let it ring. again. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. So do you wanna take me back? All of our broken plans, so we can start again. Won't turn down a second chance, I'm too selfish for that. I let you fall again, now that you know that. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was.
All I see is blessings, got no time for stressing, don't believe in failures.
Now for my cuticle prep process, I am using a needle bit. This one is from Profile's Backstage. It has quickly become one of my favorites. I'm going in using that bit, still with my Efile at a speed of 4,000 RPMs, and I'm just very quickly and carefully removing any excess dead skin that I may have left from the mandrel bit. Because this one is so tiny, it helps get into those hard to reach areas. Highly recommend it, and you can definitely see the difference and how satisfying is that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat that on the rest of the nails as well.
I see the blessings coming our way, blessings on blessings, yeah. I see the blessings coming our way.
I can't say that life's been perfect or complain, cause life's been worth it. And all because of who he is working, only working out for my God. And no more living in that fear, no more tears, and
Next is going to be clean up that cuticle, and to do so I am using my cuticle ball bit. This one is from Amazon. I am going to quickly just buff off that cuticle. I do not like to nip or cut anything off. This just makes it so much easier, and I feel like it's a lot safer so you do not hurt your client. I have my Efile at a speed of 5,000 RPMs. That's the comfortable speed that I like to work with. If you have a little bit more of a stubborn cuticle, make sure to up it a little bit, and that should do the trick.
I can feel your presence, leaning on the change in my heart for your endeavors. I pray I'm your reflection, I fiend for your correction. The cross brought the connection, and through Jesus is perfection. Life done hit me crazy, been more stressed than ever. Living like whatever, through the rain I feel you drawing closer. Lord, make me better, take me, shape me, use me, I am yours. Take me, break me for the glory of the Lord. Okay, not only does he hold me when I'm down and feel I'm folding, he my coach when I'm the goat. He never lonely, got that hope in he who holy, holy, holy. Keep that rugged cross all on me, need that spirit to control me. Seek that word to come and mold me, yeah. It's like I can feel the blessings coming my way.
Now my last and final step for my prep is going to be cleaning up that shape, and then I'm also taking my hand file and just going lightly above on the surface of the nail, again to try to get a little bit more of that acrylic off. I'm going in on the sides to reshape it very gently, and then very quickly on that surface. I'm using my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file for this process. Highly recommend it. I am obsessed with these hand files and will forever recommend these.
I see the blessings coming our way, yeah.
Now I am just quickly asking my client how long she wants her nails. I am going to be adding tips to these nails. I'm not trimming her natural nail down per request, and I honestly would be super sad to cut off her long nails. But the reason why is if she does decide to come back and cut them down, she still has her natural nail on there, and we can go right back to doing an acrylic overlay, which I believe she prefers. So I'm going in with the universal tips from Not Polish. I'm just quickly applying those to her nails using the Young Nail Brush On Glue. That is my favorite glue. Definitely recommend it, and it dries super fast. I'm just using my nail tip cutters and kind of eyeballing where she wanted her length and repeating that on the rest of the nails. And then of course you want to make sure you are getting all the lengths nice and even. Now, per her request, she said she did not want square nails and she didn't want coffin nails, so we are doing a tapered square. It is one of my favorite shapes to do, and I feel like it suits her nail beds really well. So I'm just taking my hand file and filing the sides because those tips are perfect for a tapered square. I'm just going in and filing them right up to her natural nail, and they are creating the perfect tapered square shape. Now I'm taking the Kiara Sky Lint Free wipes with a little bit of Young Nail Swipe on that wipe, and I'm just quickly cleaning off the surface of the nail. This helps clean off any excess dust while dehydrating the natural nail, which helps with the acrylic adhesion. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do that on all 10 fingers. Now I'm going in with Triple X Bond from Not Polish and really scrubbing that in just around that natural nail area. Anything that is exposed is going to have it. The tip is perfectly fine as the acrylic is going to adhere to it naturally. So I'm just again scrubbing that right into the nail bed. And then I am going to be adding a second coat just to make sure that her nails last. Now, I've talked a lot in the past about how I will use products that work to my advantage. So because she already has acrylic left behind from her previous set, I want a really opaque color to be able to cover that. My client did choose really pretty neutral tones for today's set, so I was super excited to bring out this beautiful color. This is called Brownie Points from Kiara Sky, and I'm going to be using that as my base along with a few of their colors for today's nails. So I am taking that beautiful brown and applying that onto her pinky. I'm basically using a 3-bead method for this process. Just want to make sure that I'm layering it on there nice and even. So I started at the tip, working my way up to the cuticle, making sure that I'm holding that finger in a downward position, tucking in the sides, cleaning up the shape, and trying to keep it as smooth as possible on the surface. Now for the ring finger, I am using Gleam Big, also from Kiara Sky. It is one of their glitter acrylic mixes, and I love it. It is super, super pretty. It's like a really pretty coppery gold type of glitter, which is perfect for the fall time. It has some orange tones in there as well, which I am obsessed with. And I feel like it goes perfectly with the browns that we're using for today's set. Again, just kind of working my way from the tip up towards the cuticle area. And before I forget to mention it, I am using the Kiara Sky acrylic brush in a size 14 for today's video, along with their acrylic monomer or nail liquid, whichever you prefer to call it. All products will be linked in the description, so make sure you guys check that out along with my discount codes. Now for the middle finger, I am taking Teddy Bear. This is also one of my favorite acrylics from Kiara Sky. I've used it in the past on my own nails. Definitely a really pretty neutral nude, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fully cover that nail as well. Now I've definitely talked about the Kiara Sky acrylics in the past, but I did want to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update. I love working with these powders, especially when I'm doing backfills. All of the powders are extremely pigmented, which makes them very, very opaque, but they're super blendable and very easy to work with, which I also absolutely love. If you're a beginner nail tech, I highly recommend you guys invest in a really good product that's gonna make your life a little bit easier and your application a lot smoother and quicker. So make sure you guys are trying out different products to see what works best for you. I definitely recommend these as a good beginner acrylic. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my acrylic application using Brownie Points again on the index finger. And then we're gonna be using the same set of colors on the other hand. I'll be letting you guys kind of see that process as well to really take in the acrylic application on a backfill. Now I did want to quickly mention you will be able to see the opaqueness and the coverage on the thumb. She has a little bit of black left behind and it fully covers it very, very nicely. I feel like it's so satisfying to see such a light color fully cover dark base. once we are done with our acrylic application, I am going ahead and encapsulating these nails. Again, personal preference, I like to use a thin layer of my colored acrylic and then add the extra thickness that we need with clear acrylic. I am using my not polished clear acrylic for this process. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly apply that on the surface of the nail, especially focusing on the areas that need a little bit of extra thickness. Once we're done encapsulating, I am going in with my filing process. For this, I am using my Efile. Once again, I have it at a 9 to 10,000 RPM speed. Along with that, I'm using my 5-in-1 carbide bit. This one is from Kiara Sky in the color Rose Gold Medium Grit. I will say that I'm using this specific one instead of the purple one because it is a little bit of an older bit, which means it's worn down a little bit, and I prefer that for my finish filing. It's not as harsh on the surface. Of course, you can always use a fine bit, but I'm using what I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly go around that cuticle area and then file the surface of the nail, just trying to smooth everything out nicely. I'm going in with my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file once again, and we're going to be shaping these nails out. Even though we shape them at the beginning, whenever you go in with your acrylic application, it will make them a little bit thicker, so you want to make sure you get the shape nice and perfect. So I'm going in on the sides, alternating from the left to the right, right to the left, and then we are flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective. I do not skip this in any circumstance. You want to make sure you flip it around to make sure that you are getting everything nice and even, and a lot of the time looking at the nails from a different angle will do the trick. So I'm just going in now with my buffer. This one is from Kiara Sky, and I'm just quickly buffing that surface in prep for our nail art. Going in with the Kiara Sky Lint Free wipes and some Young Nail Swipe once again, cleaning the surface of the nail, prepping for our nail art. This is just going to help remove any excess dust instead of having your client go and wash their hands. I prefer to use this as it's a lot quicker and it doesn't waste any time from them going to the sink. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish that on the rest of the nails, and we're going to get right into our nail art. Now we are going to be doing some sugared nail art. I know I previously did that on my most recent video, but this set was just so cute that I wanted to share it once again with you guys. And it kind of goes to show like you can use it in so many different designs and make it look super, super cute. So I'm going to be prepping that nail design by adding my top coat as my base. Now I didn't have to top coat all of the nails. I had a bit of a brain fart in the moment. So I am going to be doing some matte, some shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other hand as well. Place it in the light for a full minute. And then we're going to be going in with our nail art. Now we are going to be doing the sweater design on the pinky. I mixed this really pretty brown. I did so using the Profiles Gel Art Liner Collection, the fall one. And I mixed the dark brown with the color Latte to get this really pretty brown that paired really well with that acrylic base that we applied. And I'm using my Makartt brushes. I'm using the white one from the 3. And I'm starting off with 2 long lines on the sides. And then we're doing our knitted pattern right down the middle. And when it comes to a full nail of sweater nail art, I like to do this style, and then I do dots along the sides of the nail. Remember, do not cure this in the light, leave it wet and add some acrylic powder. I definitely could have added brownie points from Kiara Sky for it, but I ended up just using clear. So I'm going in on the thumb. We're going to be doing kind of like a French design, and I thought it was super cute with the 2 browns. So I'm using that same brown that I used for the pinky, and I'm going to be drawing in the smile line. And then we're going to go back and add the texture to the sweater nail art. Again, I'm going to be taking some clear acrylic and pouring it over the wet gel art. And I'm making sure that it's sinking right in, placing that in the light while I'm working on the opposite hand. Always try to make really good use of your time, especially when doing nail art on both hands. I like to switch from hand to hand to save some time. So while one is in the light, I go ahead and work on the opposite hand. So we're going to be creating the same sweater design on the ring finger of her other hand. Same process, using that really pretty brown that I mixed, connecting all those lines together, and then we're going to be pouring clear over top. Now we're doing some plaid nail art for the middle finger. I'm taking Latte from the Profiles Backstage Gel Art Collection, and I'm just doing one long line down the side of the nail, and then we're going to be crossing one across the bottom of the nail. And then we're going to be curing that in the light. Again, we're going to be working on the opposite hand while this one is in the light, and then we'll be able to finish off the design. Now I'm going to be adding the dark brown as well. I'm doing 2 on the bottom and then 1 line right next to the vertical line that we created previously. We're adding some glitter as well on the opposite side of the previous lines, and then 1 across the top portion of the nail. And then of course, cure it in the light after every layer. You don't want them to mix all together. I'm going in with the off-white color, and I'm going to be doing kind of like a stitched pattern down vertically, and then we're going to be doing some towards the bottom as well. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing the sweater nail design on the French nail that we did on the thumb. And then of course, I think I added it on the pinky on the opposite hand. So I'm going to be adding matte top coat to that to mattify the background. And then we're going to be going in with our sweater design and sugaring that design as well. Now we're going in and top coating the nails that need to be top coated. I am adding that on to the plaid nail, and then the brown ones that we didn't do a design on, I added shiny as well. She preferred shiny, so I went ahead and re-top coated the one that I applied matte on. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish applying the top coat, making sure that I'm really pressing that into the nail art, and then we're gonna be placing that in the light for a full minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe. Now before we are fully done, I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some Young Nail Swipe once again, and I'm just really pressing that into the sweater nails just to remove all the excess powder that may have been left behind. Now I'm going in with my favorite cuticle oil from Profiles Backstage, and I'm applying that around her cuticles, and then I'm going to gently massage that into her skin. But that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Before the glow up. them show love, show love.